We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But you look at this Bronco defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
11 more on that one and another first down. They go back to the ground with Jones, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Jets defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's 2nd and 9. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, if you're up 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Allen. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Now it's Mixon running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Johnson's got it complete. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At their own 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, We always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Pick it up. Keep it rolling, fellas. Defensive line is like a roll of tens.
Hurts. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he will have a Broncos first down, as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
But first down, Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll roll him out right. This pass is caught by London. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, complete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And this offense, quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance. So not a surprise, but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with
these
Jonathan
two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Pacheco gets it again on second down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
29-yard line.
63.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 2. Brings us
second down. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Dell. And it's a room to maneuver. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Sam Laporta, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Running right, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
But a good play is made on defense. Leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Hurts throw there, complete to Mooney. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Sam Laporta. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really next in hit. And all the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Second, they declined the penalty.
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
See the replay? You blind? You blind? Oh, of course you got it. Hey, ref, you need my glasses? Are you blind? Great.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Keep the sticks moving. Keep them moving. Points on the board. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.